This is the Pizza and Hummus Podcast.
So why would you listen to the Pizza and Hummus Podcast?
Am I right, bada bing?
Here we go. Now, here we go. Here we go. Now, here we go.
I laughed way too hard at that. That's the worst thing ever.
And welcome back to the Pizza and Hummus Podcast.
Hey,
This is Vince, and always with the great and imaginative Richie.
we got a good one for you today.
We got a good one. So it's kind of a weird time that we did this podcast. It's like, it's like later on in the month, and we're getting closer to Christmas and all those gift giving holidays. So today we're going to talk about giving gifts and gift giving.
It's coming around that time of year.
Yeah,
Giving gifts, buying gifts. I hate the fact that not that I have to give gifts to my parents, but that I have to give gifts to my parents because not that I don't want to have more. I want them to be as happy as they're great people. I want them to have everything. But what am I going to give you? You raised me. You supported me. I don't know how much money it costs to raise a person.
the amount of hours your mother had to put in labor.
Right.
And you're going to get her slippers.
And I'm going to get her slippers. Like, Dad, what do you need? Oh, I want a tie. No, you don't. Not from me. I'm not going to, what do you want? Groceries? Like, what am I getting you that you like? So I'm kind of on this thing, and I don't, and the more I think about it, the more egotistical it sounds of like getting my family, like individual, like time with Richie coupons. And I only sum that up to make it sound funnier, but it's like for my dad's birthday, I was like, here, this is a night out on me, you, drinks, dinner, whatever, and we'll have a good time. Because I mean, I think it's a good gift. I don't live with them. It's time with me. They enjoy it. It's bonding. What am I going to get you? A necktie? No, we're going out, grabbing drinks. We're going to bond relationship.
And it's better than just giving them a gift card to said restaurant.
Right.
It's more like, no, like you get to spend time with me. And then the I'm paying is just the incentive of like, I want to make sure that we get to spend time together.
Right. And so it adds that.
I get it.
And then if you dig too deep in it, though, it just basically says, I think I'm so great. The gift is me. Like, and then the more I do it, the more I'm like, I'm getting closer to that point of just like, the only time you get to hang out with me is Christmas and Easter.
Yeah. Well, that's what I started thinking. I was like, so are you almost implying like my time is so valuable?
That's it.
I'm going as the generous God that I am.
Yeah.
You get some time with big old.
I was
Richie
going to
here.
buy you an Amazon Echo, a state-of-the-art piece of technology, but instead, dinner with me.
Yeah. You get dinner with me, and then when the bill comes, we all know I'm supposed to pay for it, but you're gonna go. No, I can't. You're my son. I gotta pay for it.
That happened for my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Because I got that for drinks, dinner, and he paid anyway. He's like, I got it. I mean, I win, but like,
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole
I had a great time.
Yeah. Because what he got, can't put a price on.
You can't put a price on.
You can't put
Christmas.
a price on me. So we'll just divide it into little priceless chunks.
But I think objectively think it's a good gift. Like anything else I can get you, you say, Richie, I want slippers. And I go, here are the slippers agreed upon. We shake hands and then we've never hugged.
Yeah.
As opposed to saying, you know what? I like you.
Yeah.
I'm 25. I have my own thought process and I still want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Good work.
I'm technically living in a different zip code.
Right.
But I still want to spend time.
Look at all this gas I put into hanging out with you guys.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. Or another idea could be, for some reason, way I said, or if you want to do a good gift, it's my mom all over again. No, like another thing you can even do too, like if it's something that you could get, like, hey, I got you. It's gonna be random. I got you skis. I got you skis, but I also got myself skis, and we're gonna go skiing together or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That'd be a cool thing.
Like something in terms of like, you can't like, hey, I got slippers and you got slippers, but something like,
Hey, we both got slippers. You want to hang out?
Like it's almost like because then you could say instead of like I'm buying drinks, where you'd be like, hey, you're down, like, oh, let's test out this gift, and then you both have a gift, and you're both doing something together or
that's
an activity.
That's like when someone the skis. That's like when like someone opens a birthday present and there's like just keys in there, like, keys, what is this to? And they go, press the horn. And like, there's a car out back. You got me a car. It's like,
so
I thought that would be fun. Just take it a step further and really like make any gift special. Like they open up this big elaborate box with a ribbon, they unwrap it, and there's like a lighter in there, and they're like, lighter, and they're like, look outside, and it's just like a pack of cigarettes on the porch.
So funny enough, when my dad he just turned 16, right? So he just turned 16.
Like this year.
Yeah, he just turned 16 this year. It's, time flies from 1966 to now. So anyway, so when he turned 16, he got a little present and he opens it up and there's a bunch of keys. And he goes, "Oh my gosh, they got me a car." So he goes outside and he like nonchalantly just kind of like looks around and he's looking for, he's looking for his car that's outside, whatever. And his family come out and they go, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh, just and he's the keys, looking for the car." And they're like, "Oh, it's right there. You get to those keys it's a duplicate of our keys, so that way you can use our car."
Oh no!
Yeah, and he was like,
"That gift sucks."
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh." He kept thinking they bought me a car or whatever. He's like, "No, now you can use our car without having to ask for the keys."
Oh, God.
Because that's hard, right? You're both living in the same house, and you're just
the
like,
gift is convenience, kinda.
Oh, hey, Ma, where are the keys? I need to drive. Now it's like, oh, I already have the keys.
Oh, Mom's at Kroger. I can't.
Can't do it.
That's the worst. Parents are so dumb. I'm just calling your grandparents dumb. I'm sure they're sweet.
Yeah.
It was a different time in the 50s. I mean, in the 70s.
In the 70s. Yeah, I thought that was so funny. I'm like, that's a true like youngest sibling gift, because his older siblings, they had cars, but I don't know if they paid for them or whatever they did, but he got the gifts like, yeah, now you can use our car unless, we want to use it.
And then,
But if you do use it, make sure you fill up with gas.
Right. You get no benefit out of this. Now you just have to start doing gas.
By the way, can you get my groceries? Just go do my work.
You just got chores this year for Christmas.
I'm actually at a weird point. So my birthday is November 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the end of November after Thanksgiving, and then right after that it's Christmas. So I never felt like I got I got gypped like a lot of people in December birthdays. Like, they just always clump it up with Christmas.
You made the cut.
So I hate Christmas. I definitely made the cut. Like I get a birthday party, and when I was a kid, and I had presents, and then the following thing. But it's harder now because it's such a close gap that you're just like, okay, for like. If my parents, they still want to give me, my parents' thing is like, we're going to give you gifts until you have kids. So where are the kids?
Right.
And I go, I don't know. Keep giving me
keep the gifts coming.
Give me stuff until I'm like 40.
You're giving me incentive to not have kids.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
keep giving me gifts.
More selfish things.
Right.
But anyways, so they'll still ask me stuff, first world problems. And so I'm like, well, there's like a birthday. And then it's like, okay, so you got Christmas. So I'm just trying to figure out stuff because I'm an adult, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, if I want something, I just go out and buy it.
Right.
I don't ask my mom for it.
Right.
I just go out and buy it, or I save
guitar.
up. Yeah, $200 guitar. I just go out and buy it, or I save up and then I buy it later, or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's nothing in this thing where I gotta be like, wait until Christmas, wait until your birthday. Like,
I don't wait.
Yeah,
I'm an adult. If I want a chocolate cake, it's 8 a.m. Guess where I'm going?
I'm getting chocolate cake,
getting
taking 2 bites, going, I shouldn't have ate that, and throw it away and not care.
Right.
Like, that's what it is. But then the stuff that I'm like, oh man, that'd be great to have that. That's like, $12,000 or something. Like, it's something so expensive that I'm like, I'm not going to even try to ask my
Because the
parents
stuff
for
that would be when you're younger, that would be what you would ask for Christmas, is what you can't justify in buying yourself. Because like, wouldn't that be great if I had blank? And you'd be like, well, I'll put it on my Christmas list because, when in Rome.
Yeah.
But now, the wouldn't it be greats are $12,000.
Yeah.
Now, there's no, wouldn't it be great if I had a wool sweater? I have it.
Yeah,
I bought it.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Like whatever new video game that came out for $60, I probably bought it and I'm already done, sick of playing it. Like,
Yeah.
And like now it's like, oh, that'd be great if I had like a new camera or whatever. It's like, yeah, for $3,000, $4,000 or whatever. I'm not gonna ask for that.
Right.
I'm
Hope
not
they
gonna-
get the right model number.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna expect them to pay that much. I mean,
Right.
that's ridiculous. I'm a grown man. I should save it up for myself. So like that's like the weird thing. So you got to think like, what is something that is more small, a lot more affordable,
Yep.
and I just gotta like not buy it right now. Like I just gotta like, or what I mean, like, or something like I didn't really think about buying it, but like if I had it, that'd be a bonus. So
That's the
that's
niche.
where I got the suits. I asked for suits for my birthday. Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm like a suit. I'm like,
What do you send your parents your measurements?
No, I just went there and then they was like, we're paying for it. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I got custom fit suits, and where I go, I can get suits for between $100 and $120.
That's just beautiful.
And for me, since I don't work for the Wolf of Wall Street, I only wear these suits for like holidays.
Yeah.
So it's 4 or 5 times a year.
Yeah.
So they last. I mean, they're
tailored, right?
They're tailored.
That's what I got to do, because I always said, when I get money, and money's underlined in bold and italicized, when I get money, everything's going to be tailored, because it has to be. I'm a shorter guy. I'm bulkier.
Yeah.
Things are just different sizes.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, everything, $100 a suit and it's tailored. I got to go there. There's no way
Yeah.
you've sold me.
Yeah. It's close to the house too. But yeah, I recommend it to everybody. The only people I don't recommend it to is if you are wearing these suits every day, because my dad used to go there.
Yeah.
And he wears suits every single day. So he's probably wearing that same suit, multiple times a month.
Yeah.
Because, you switch out suits because he's wearing them, 6 days a week, because he works Saturdays too. And he said over time, he's like, they start to get worn out and whatever.
Yeah.
My suits,
How many baptisms can you go to?
exactly. like you're not wearing them out, and then you're wearing them for maybe a day, or you're wearing them for like an hour, whereas he's wearing them like 6 hours a day. He's wearing them for like 12 hours a day, like constantly out doing stuff. So it's like, for those, okay, maybe you want to buy like a thicker quality material, but like these, like they fit you, they look great.
Yep.
They feel great, and you can afford them. That's the best part. And like I said, like the amount, like when you wear them for like a job interview,
Yep.
they're perfect. If you're going to be wearing these every single day, then maybe you might want to go up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But it's going to last you years, or until you can't fit into them anymore, which
Right.
happened to me.
Yeah.
I started gaining a little bit of weight when I first bought them, and which was like sophomore year of college or something. Bought them. They're starting not to fit me anymore because I'm getting bigger, not because the quality's still there. The quality still looks great, but it's just, I'm just like, I need to get suits.
When I
that fit me.
get back to my high school figure, then I'll put them back on.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah. So I was thinking like, okay, well, no, that would be useful. I don't want to ask for something stupid that like I'm never going to use. Like that'd be useful, and it's something that I was meaning to buy, but I just wasn't going to spend $100 on that, because I was like, oh, I'll buy this and that.
Right.
But no gifts. Yeah, that's been kind of hard. And then, but like, yeah, with what do you get with like parents? Like here's what happens every year. Every single year, whether it's Mother's Day, Christmas, or whatever other holidays, I got to buy stuff for my mom. I go, okay, Ma, what do you want?
What do you want?
And she says the same thing. Richie, you are just to say it. You already know.
I don't need anything.
There you go. I don't need anything.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to be with my family. Thanks for rubbing in Dad's salary, Mom.
Yeah, great. I wish I didn't need anything.
Yeah. Like, okay, so tell me what you want. Oh, you don't have to give me anything. Lies. Lies.
It'll be a funny response to that. Be like, oh, I don't need anything. I'm like, Mom, you're not depressed? Nothing? There's nothing wrong with you?
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do you want? It's so then it goes to that. I don't need anything. And then I go, and then eventually I'm like, okay, but Ma, you're like, what do you want? Then she goes way up. She goes, I just want a trip to Hawaii with my family. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you just hate me now at this point.
Are you being difficult on
Yeah.
purpose?
Yeah. So then eventually, cause like, oh, that would be so nice. We all went to Hawaii. I'm like, yeah, but okay. So let's bring it down a little bit. What can I get you? And
Yeah.
it's always resorts to give me slippers, because I wear slippers all the time and they get worn out. My mother never wears slippers. Every year.
Yep. Slippers are always on my mom's list. Stuff for the it's in quotes, stuff for the garden. Who are you talking to right now? Me? Richie? Your 25-year-old son? Stuff for the Hey, I go into Home Depot. Hey, I'm looking for stuff for the garden. Like what? Oh, wow. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Do you mean there isn't just an aisle that just says stuff for the garden that I could just grab?
You got like those like visors, like it don't cover the top of your head, just covers just that. Yeah, we got like 1,000 of those. I'll take them.
They're mine.
They're
do you have
mine
that?
now.
Do you have that frog that's always in a weird sexual pose?
It's also a fountain.
Yeah, it's also a fountain. No, we just had the one of the kid peeing. Perfect. I think that's
I'll
what she
take the kid
wants.
peeing. Yeah.
So like, yeah. So then you got to get all weird into that, and then every year I go, okay, I'm gonna get her something nice. I'm gonna get her something for technology, like whether it's like a Fitbit or like something for her phone or a computer, like anything to make her life easier. But with my mother and with most older people, more technology doesn't make their life easier.
No.
It makes it a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
It's just me for a 10-hour lecture trying to explain something equivalent to someone trying to explain how to split an atom,
yeah.
which I assume is complex. And I'm just trying to explain this to her, and then like a couple months later, hey, so how's it going? Good. I don't know where that thing went. And you're just like, all this training.
We took classes together. You know what? I was just gonna say, you can get her the gadget, and then worst case scenario, she doesn't like it. You got to enjoy her trying to like it, which is funny.
Exactly. You just try to get her. I'm like, okay, so this is like, she wanted a camera once so she can take pictures of her family. Okay. She has a phone, an iPhone that can take pictures of her family. I don't know how to do all that stuff. All that stuff, because I just want to take it to CVS, and then they give me the film, and I'm like, man, it doesn't work anymore. I'm like,
doesn't the camera just print the pictures?
Yeah, it's just a printer. Because I just want to print it out. Okay. So I had to get her a camera. And then funny enough, so this camera I got, there's an option just called easy mode. It's easy mode. You just hit the button to take a picture. It shows you how many photos you have left and the battery life. That's it. There's no extra functions.
Boom.
You're not changing the white balance. You're not affecting exposure. Nothing. It's just you press it. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
She still has a difficult time. How come this isn't working? You got to press the power button. Okay. I took the picture. It says that it didn't save it. Is the memory card in there? No. Why isn't the memory card in there? I think I left it at CVS. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like I want to help her because
Mom,
I'm like,
wear your slippers.
Or then I go, hey, she goes, I want to read books off of the iPad. The Kindle. Okay. So I'm trying to get she has an iPad. It hasn't been updated in 7 years.
Yep.
I'm trying to get the updates to catch up so that way you can actually read books.
Yep.
Because apparently the first version couldn't read books. And you try to do all this stuff, and then I get, okay, it's all ready to go. All you got to do is you press the power button, and you're good to go. I try to make it so simplified. Okay, great. Come later. Yeah, I think it's either lost, it's broken. She doesn't know how to fix it. It's this whole thing, and I'm like, how do you make this complex? And it was funny because one of my uncles, they were talking about technology, and they're like, yeah, I never had to use a computer. Now I got to use a computer all the time. He's like, we didn't get, we were different. These kids now, they get the computer classes. I'm like, we had computer classes, but we didn't learn off them.
No, how much could you learn from Kid Pix? You played on Kid Pix. You did the little dynamite thing to clear the screen 5 times a day. We weren't learning HTML coding. We were just
I learned that all from MySpace.
We just happened to be on the computer. We didn't learn the computer.
Yeah.
We just happened to be in the environment where it was everywhere we had to.
Yeah.
Which is still a valid argument, but it's the way he words it. You guys got classes. No, we didn't.
Yeah, if only I had computer classes, then I would know. I'm like, those computer classes, all they taught me was how to properly put your fingers.
Home keys.
The home keys.
And I don't use it.
Never used it. Never used it. I'm a finger guy. I just did the one finger.
Yeah.
And I type fast enough. It does the job. And now you have your phone, so that doesn't work anymore. That's obsolete. You can't do the finger thing on your phone.
The only computer classes you take is if you're in a computer science degree.
Yeah.
I'm in a computer class. I'm learning a new language.
Yeah. So you're not even learning how to. I'm learning how to use Safari for my computer science
classes
lesson.
for that.
You just do it, and then you go, oh, this is how it works. That's why you can see a 2-year-old go on the phone. They can't read.
Nope.
They don't know things, but they want to play the frog game. They go on their phone. They know how to. This woman at my work was telling me that her son learned how to do the passkey because he just watched her and knew where she pressed. That's how smart kid. That's how your brain is like a sponge.
That's crazy.
He didn't memorize the numbers. Nope. He just knew exactly where she typed. So he would think, and he'd get in.
Wow.
And then he would go and he'd click the one that has the picture of the frog on it, and boom, away he went, getting high scores.
I love it.
Doing those free to play and just spending $500 because he probably knew where were the buttons for the credit card.
He sees the little coins. Bitcoin. Perfect.
Yes.
That's like, it's like people, there's always like posts or whatever about like, back in my day, we didn't have all this blah, blah, blah. And kids today are so stupid
Yeah.
because they got all this. Don't tell me that when you were, if you, like the people in the 60s, if you had Fruit Ninja, you wouldn't be playing it every day. You just didn't have it. Like,
Yeah.
all we did, we watched paint dry. We were bored. And you're telling me if you had Fruit Ninja, you wouldn't play it? You'd be desperate. You'd be knocking down doors to play Fruit Ninja.
Well, it's like I said, like I feel like the computer thing is just kind of similar to like, you know, see, the problem is kids these days, they have bicycle classes. That's why they know how to ride a bike. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you just trial and error.
Yeah.
And you just push through.
Just been using it longer.
Yeah. You just while you guys were working, making sure that the income was good.
Yeah.
We were at home just doing computer stuff. So by the time the newest technology came in, we could take it and go, oh, we just figure it out.
Step one, back then, MySpace, AOL.
Yeah.
Got it.
You just did it. You know,
Yeah.
it's just a progression. And then when you're a little kid, you know, a little baby, your brain is like a sponge. So even if you don't know how to read or follow directions, you could figure out like, oh, I just do this and this and this. It's all
Yeah.
trial and error.
And like this is like social media and everything like that with computer stuff in
Yeah.
quotes is like our thing that we had to do. You think about it like in high school, like you had to know how indirectly to like, I don't know, just use these devices because everyone was using it. And I don't want to be an outcast. So there's like a desperation to be like, I got to be up to date. I got to know how to use these things. There's girls on these things. You better believe I'm going to know how to use it.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think it was like a peer pressure. I think it was just, you just wanted to. You were just like, wow, that looks like fun. And then you do it. Huh, that is fun. And then you just learned and figured it out. I mean, with video games, with everything, it's just like, oh, that's really cool. I want to try that. It really wasn't like, I want to make sure I'm just as educated as everyone else.
No, I don't want to be left behind.
Yeah. I gotta take summer school just to catch up.
I
Like,
got to take more computer classes.
I'm taking the computers. But yeah,
Oh,
I just,
God. For like specific websites too. Oh, you guys had classes on how to use WebMD. No, you just type in the disease.
it's exactly. Well, it's just, I don't know. It's just funny because like my parents, you know, they with them, like, and with like, well, the much older generations too, they're very big on like, you don't quit, you never give up, you know, you work hard, like do all this stuff. If you're playing a sport, you don't like it, finish the season. Just finish the season.
finish
And
high
then if you don't
school.
like it, finish high school, finish your marriage. Like
Right.
do it till death do you part. The second they got technology and the second it's a little bit inconvenient, these computers. I just can't figure it out. I'm stumped.
That's the one thing.
I can't do it.
No,
It's the one.
take off.
It's the one thing. They're just like, no, you know, it never works for me. It never works. I try, you know,
Do you ever notice where they'll be like, it doesn't work for me. Did you do the thing I said? Like, yeah. And then you just looking over their shoulder and saying like the instructions you already told them, magically it works again. Like you're over their shoulder and they're like, well, did you press on? I pressed on. They press on. Did you go to the home screen? I went to the home screen. They pressed the home screen. And look, the internet's working. Like, I did that.
it's what I did.
I swear I did that.
I had to. So my mom had it showing all these bookmarks, all this stuff on her phone, right? I mean, on her internet. Okay, so I took Google Chrome because Google Chrome works a lot better than Internet Explorer, and I put all the bookmarks in there. I had to rename Google Chrome and rename it Internet.
No,
I had to rename
that's
it
my favorite
Internet.
story.
And then I had to hide Internet Explorer because she'd be like, I don't know what that googly eyed Chrome is.
The one that looks like a Pokeball.
I did it. I went on the internet and there's no bookmarks. Like, okay, well, and it shows you. She clicks the Internet Explorer. No, it's like, well, that's the one. It says Internet. So I had to hide it. I had to rename Google Chrome to Internet. Like, this is the one you click on. This one doesn't have as many viruses. And it's got all your bookmarks. It's very easy to
Who's
use.
still using Internet Explorer?
My mom actually, I don't know why I keep picking on my mom, but my mom was just telling me the other day, like, yeah, she's like, she was getting some like spam. She was getting way too much spam on her Yahoo email. Whoa. And she's like, yeah, I was going to get another Yahoo email, but I decided I'm going to get a Gmail. And I was like, welcome to 2010. Like,
I just saw a meme and it was like, I want the confidence, like when it was like something about like when talking to girls, I want the confidence of Internet Explorer asking if it wants to be your default browser.
yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny. Who's using Internet Explorer?
You could tell how old someone is by what their email address is.
Yeah.
Like if your Gmail, okay, you get it.
Yep.
If your email is like your website, obviously you're some sort of professional or whatever. But like when you start getting into like Yahoo, MSN Mail, Hotmail,
Rocket Mail.
jeez,
What are you doing?
Compact Mail, like that's the thing. Netscape Mail,
Huawei.
Huawei.
Why do you have a Huawei? That's what you send out to humans? How is that not your spam email only?
You only just put your bills and
Right.
all their offers on there.
Hey, how can I get in touch with you? Here, something at Huawei.net. I'm just not going to email you. I'm okay. I'm all
Yeah,
set.
we're good.
We're good here. This friendship is good.
I feel like if you're at a store and they say, "Oh, can I get your email?" and you just give them a Huawei, they'd be like, "You could have just said that you don't have.
You
an
could have
email.
just said no. It's like
You don't have to treat me this way."
that's like ask for a girl's number. Here, let me give you my email at Huawei.net. Be like, you could have just said no.
Yeah. You always write, and it's funny too. For some reason, when you write Huawei, you always put WOWAY, but it's WOWWAY.
Yeah.
It's the Huawei.
They could have saved some.
They could have saved it, but no, this is how you write it.
That's how we do it at Huawei. That's
how we do
It's
it.
a different time, 1999.
Please sponsor us, Huawei. But yeah, so I try to give her technology because I'm like, this is something that she's not necessarily thinking about, but this can help her with this. Or she's like, I just love listening to music, but I don't want to listen to the radio. I'm like, oh, well, you can get all your favorite songs on an iPod and we can just put it in and whatever. And it's always like, where'd your iPod go? I don't know. Or yeah, I want to add this, that song that goes, dun, 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 dun. That song? Nope. Gotta be more specific.
I'm still trying to get my mom to use Shazam because she hasn't stopped doing that. I heard the best song. It was like it kind of sounded like Creed, but it wasn't Creed, and it didn't sound like Creed. It was a cover of an old Johnny Cash song. Only I think originally the Beatles did it. And I'm just like, you need Shazam, and she's like, well, I got more things to do. I go, you just press a button. Shazam is one button. You go, boom, do the thing.
Well, just to kind of sell for iPhone, that's what Siri does now.
Yeah?
You go, Siri, what song is this?
Ooh,
and it does it.
Nice. Is it still going through Shazam? Like, is it like using?
It might, but I don't use the Shazam app.
Right.
You just go, Siri, what song is this? And it'll tell you.
Ooh.
So
Sold.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just, you try to make it easy, but because like, okay, I can get my mom slippers, but now I compete with I have two brothers and a sister. So one of them is going for the cheap $20
Everyone dies
slippers.
for the slippers.
They're diving for those. That way they got what they need. So I got to figure out gifts. And then my dad's hard because he's like me, but worse, as in like anything he wants, he buys.
Right.
And then the stuff that he shouldn't buy because it's way too expensive, he buys.
Right.
So it's like I have no room for growth there.
No.
I have to go to my mom like, what does he want? And my mom just thinks of what tool he needs in order to get certain projects done in the house. He really needs a good leaf blower because there's too many leaves out in the front yard.
That's like buying for the breadwinner of the house is, I think, just a dumb thing.
It's just, yeah. Well, like I said, it's like, and then like my dad says, oh, great, I got the leaf blower. Yeah, now you can blow leaves out on the deck. Oh, I can't wait to test it out. Like, it's just essentially going, here, Dad, for your gift, I'm putting you to work.
Yeah, you get chores.
You had this long day of work. You've done so much to provide for us. Here's some more work.
Yeah, and I made it easy for you
Get away
because
from us.
I bought it for you.
Yeah.
Make no excuse.
No excuses
It's ready.
now.
Right now.
It's brand new.
Yeah,
Why aren't you out there?
get out there. It's December 25th.
Yeah. It's snowing out. Go and
Get the
take care of the
Go on.
leaves. Go take care of it.
just a really vlog awkward sounds. Go on. Go. Let's
Just get out of there. Just get out of there. But yeah, gifts, and then so it's just a weird thing. Like, why? Okay, so I was trying to figure this out. So we, my wife and I, when we were first getting married, we were getting engaged. They're like, oh, you got to read the 5 love languages.
There you go.
The 5 love languages book or whatever, and you got to figure out who they are. So I was reading it, and I was going through the thing, and she was reading whatever, and I was like, I think they have all the different types of love thing, but one of them is gifts, giving gifts. And I go, I think that's you. And she was in denial. She's like, no, that's not me. And I think it's because when you think of like, oh, your love language is gifts, it's almost equivalent to saying like, if you don't buy me stuff,
It
of
sounds
material
materialistic.
Gifts, it
Yeah.
sounds very materialistic. But the reason why I said my wife is gifts is because she gets very angry if like you don't put the time and effort to like properly wrap a present or get it nice, because it has to look nice and presentable because it says that you took the time.
That's how
that
she
you
sees
care.
the
That's how
love
she sees
language.
it,
Yep.
right? It could be you could have took a dump in the box and wrapped it up, but if it's wrapped up nicely,
Yeah.
it shows you care. Like she cares more about that, like the presentation of the present, than the actual like gift content itself.
Right.
Me, I'm just like, oh, you got me what I wanted, and I was trying to figure out like why are gifts like a big deal besides just, oh, I got stuff.
Yeah.
Especially now we're at the age where if we want something, we can generally just buy it or save up for it and eventually get it, or we realize, I really don't need that, so
Right.
I'm not gonna live or die
So
for
why
it.
the big show with the facade, with the unveiling?
And I feel
Move
like
that bus.
yeah,
see the new
and
house.
I feel like it boils down to this. It's the idea of one, like showing that you care, and the other part in terms of when they open up the thing is showing that you know them.
Yeah.
So like because I was trying to think like, there's times like when you're a kid, you've done this joke in your stand before where your aunt you open up the gift. Like if my aunt, if she gives me another sweater and you got me a sweater, haha, and you're like, and you pretend to be nice, but deep down you're sad because, and I was like, it's like, well, why is that? Why are we sad when we get like certain gifts that maybe we didn't want or whatever? And I go, well, it's probably because you get this idea that you're thinking, oh, you don't know me.
Right.
Like if you knew me, then you would get me something that, is like this or like that. But since you don't know me, or maybe you don't want to know me, that's like a bigger insult.
What
You don't feel
part
that love.
of my whole aura screams, get me a ship in a bottle? Like,
Yes.
When did I give a hint that I wanted that?
Yeah. And it's like, oh, well, that's, in a way, it's like, oh, that kind of sounds selfish. It's the thought that counts. You should just give gift. Well, really, there's not a lot of thought.
That's
in
exactly
give me a gift.
It adds to the thing of it's a thought that counts. Doesn't sound like there was very much thought.
Exactly. Like if it's like, hey, and then I started realizing with my wife too, like if it's something like, oh, hey, I saw this mug and I thought this was like, it just reminded me of you because it's got a Mean Girls quote on it, and I got you this mug. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very meaningful because it's like, oh, like me, I like mugs,
We're always
I like
quoting
Mean Girls.
Yeah.
This is me. You understand me, therefore they feel loved, because you can't love something that you don't know.
There's so much, I feel like with that specifically, I'm sure we could argue for any of the love languages. For that one, there's a lot of the work goes into her head. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying, I imagine you opening a gift and when she's seeing the gift wrap and she's slowly unwrapping it, she's picturing you initially wrapping it.
Yes.
Look at all that care. So now she's unwrapping it. She opens it up and then she sees the mug with the Mean Girls quote. In an instant, she goes, Vince knows I like Mean Girls. Vince knows I'm always drinking tea. Oh my God, this is perfect. And then she thinks, I bet Vince was walking down the store and he just saw it and he thought of me and there's no way he could. So I feel like there's a lot of scenario building to be like, wow, how much does he care that this is probably how it went down.
And it's like I said, it's something as simple as like I said, like a mug with a Mean Girls quote on it versus like when a lot of times when you think of the idea of, well, I like gifts, it's saying like, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Like I want something expensive. No, it's not so much the price of it. It's like the content of what it is and how it relates to the person.
Yeah.
Like if you said one of your favorite Christmases was you got was it a weightlifting set?
Squat rack.
You got a squat rack for Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. If my parents bought me a squat rack, I'd be like, this isn't going to happen.
This is insulting.
Like, this is insulting. Where's the receipt?
Yeah.
Whatever. But you got the squat rack and you didn't even ask for it, which is like another level that's very hard to achieve.
Yep.
But you're like, holy crap. And I feel like that it wasn't so much like, oh, now I have a squat rack. Because you could have always bought one.
The sentence
saved up
was
for one,
never,
whatever.
now I have a squat rack.
Yeah.
Right?
The sentence was like, my family really knows me.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like you get the endorphins, you feel love, like they really know me and understand me. And in a way, I don't know the correct word for it, but like in a way they accept me as in like, yeah, we're willing to buy you this.
That's it. Yeah, that's huge. That's really eye-opening.
Yeah.
They accept me as, because I don't know why that really hit home with like, not every hobby your family is like there's a lot. I'm sure there's plenty of times, at least in the beginning, and not your family, be like, I just got a new guitar, and they're like, all right, cool. And like, but we're never buying you a new guitar.
No.
Or something, maybe it's with film or whatever it is, to where it's nice that you have hobbies, but they're never in full support. Or like, maybe you shouldn't put so much time into the gym, maybe focus on school. So yeah, it was like we support you, or whatever.
Yes.
That's huge.
And like my brother, last year, I got to give him credit. These new mics, these were all him.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for new mics. I asked for some other stuff, whatever. But he knew that you and I were getting really into podcasting.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I was like, maybe I should give him some for a podcast. And he's like, I can give him some good mics. He's been borrowing mine, and he can, he's going to need 2 of them. So
Yeah.
that way he can have,
That's
two-way
awesome.
conversation.
Yeah.
So then I opened it up. I was not expecting it. I had a list of all these other things. I got these mics, and I'm like, holy crap, you got me mics. So it's kind of like a,
Not expecting it. I support you.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I know you do this. Like I'll talk to like my parents. Yeah, I'm doing a podcast. Oh, that's nice. And they kind of they don't even know. I might as well say I'm being an alien or
Right.
something. Oh, okay.
Huh.
But like when you have someone that goes, yeah, like I know you really like this.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you buy it for them, it's like you're accepting it.
I accept you.
You accept you. I know you, and that's where you start feeling the sign of love. Not so much like, oh, you bought me $1,000 this, or you bought me a name brand this, unless they know like, oh, like this. Abigail loves this name brand. She loves Chanel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get her a Chanel bag. I'm not just gonna get her a purse.
Yeah, which
I'm
is
gonna
then
get her.
pushing your political agenda of a purse is a purse.
Yes.
I thought this looked nice. You're saying I accept that you put more value in a purse
Yeah.
with a Chanel bag.
So here's your Chanel bag.
Yeah.
Well, and then the Abigail person will go, oh my gosh, you really love you know me. Oh, this is so great.
Yeah.
It's things like that, and that's why I don't feel bad, because there's some people that get kind of sour about lists.
Yeah.
Like you should just give them something nice or whatever. Like they shouldn't just tell you what they want.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but the list is a lot more deeper than that. The list is going, hey, this is me.
Yeah.
This is me. Like this is what I like.
Yep.
I'm opening myself up to you as to what I would like to have.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get me any of these things, then all of a sudden that person gets the feeling of like, wow, like you know me, you accept me because I told you like this is what I like. Because nothing would be worse to be like I said, on your thing, I really want a Chanel purse bag, and then they give you a bag and they go, it's the same, right?
Right.
It's like it's almost saying like I'm not going to accept paying that much money
Right.
for a Chanel bag. You're just going to get a regular bag and just be happy you got a bag.
Right.
It's the thought that counts.
No, it's not.
No, there's
Yeah.
no thought. There's actually anti-thought to
There's
that.
less thought.
There's less thought because you're oversimplifying it.
Yeah.
And that's where we get with the joke of my sister. I'm not my sister. My wife and her brother. They'd ask for video games as a kid, and her mom would buy her Attack and the Power of Juju.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and then she would get mad. It's like, what? I got you a video game, but it was like Attack and the Power of Juju, so it was on sale.
Right.
I got you a video game.
sale.
You should just be happy that you got this video game. But she's like, yeah, but it's not even for a system that I own. It's for like Xbox. I got a GameCube.
Sega.
I can't even play it.
Right.
But it's like,
It's the thought that
but then,
counts.
like I said, it's the thought that counts.
Right.
Okay. Well, if you look at the list and you say, okay, I want to get this video game, you buy that video game, boom. And then like, it kind of creates that thought. So it's almost saying like, I know you want that, but you're not going to, I don't agree with that. I'm not going to get that for you, and then
Right.
like, that's why it feels worse.
Yeah.
It gets into that deep thing. So it's definitely a sign of love beyond just like, I just want something material. I just want you to buy me stuff and then I
Right.
feel great. And that's where she's like, no, I don't think gifts my love language, but I'm pretty confident it's just that idea of putting the thought in, accepting like, yes, you love crafts.
Yeah.
I don't like crafts, but I know that you really love these type of crafts. So I'm going to buy you this stuff to help you with crafting. And then she goes, oh, you know me, like, I love crafts
Yeah.
and you accept that I love crafts and you got me as this gift. That speaks more volumes than just,
Right.
hey, I know you like crafts, so I bought you a brand new car. She'd be
Right.
like, well, the car is great and it was a really expensive gift. I'm glad, but it's not.
It's like the gift
It's
is
not anything about me.
the gifts are the avenue for you saying how much I love you. I know that's literally summing up everything we've already been saying, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, it has nothing to do with the gift at all for her. It's gift giving, but it's all about this is just happens to be where my brain, due to whatever circumstances in the past, is lead to. This is where you can show if you love me or not. Not like that extreme, but like, yeah. And
And some people are different. Like for me, I'm just like, if you can just get me what I want, that's great. If it's in a garbage bag and I just open
fine.
it up, it's a fine, good enough surprise.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fine with that. But she wants that presentation because it's like I think too her thoughts are like, if you can put that much thought into the presentation, then how much you probably put a lot of thought into the gift.
Right.
Because usually it's hard to be like, yeah, I got you that thing you wanted and it's in a plastic bag. Here you go.
Receipt still in it.
The receipt-
loosely.
the
There's like a
receipt-
Burger King coupon too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, here you go. Whereas usually if it's like, oh, like you get a gift for somebody.
Yeah.
That's like it's so cliche, but
Yeah.
I love like the one part I love about Christmas is when I do get a gift that I know that someone else is gonna love.
Yeah.
You get so
So
excited.
excited, yeah.
You're so pumped. You're like, oh, they're gonna be so happy that I got them this. Then all of a sudden I start like wrapping it like I want this to be
Heck yeah,
perfect.
now you
Like,
care.
You start putting in more.
So
and
on
more
that
care.
side of it, it's proving her point. On your
Yes.
side of it, if when you do care about the gift, you're just like, well, I can't help it. I'm not gonna put gold in a shitty bag. I'm gonna
I'm
put
gonna
gold in a
go
gold
all
bag.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Did you end up taking? Did you end up finding out what you are as far as your love language?
Yeah. I'm quality time.
Quality. Google figure.
Yeah. Right? So there's words of affirmation.
Yep.
So that's like, let's say encouraging words to affirm, yeah, I think you're doing really great. Physical touch. So it's, it's like using body language, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service.
Okay.
So, and most people, they say they're not just one.
Yeah.
Like they're two. Like I think mine was quality time and physical touch. And then, my wife's was like receiving gifts and quality time.
Okay.
So like that was kind of good that
Yeah.
we both kind of had that, but like, but she still doesn't think that she's like receiving gifts. But like I said, there's a lot of, like I said, right,
At face
like,
value, no one wants to say that because at face
Yeah.
value, it sounds materialistic.
because even for like the description for receiving gifts, it says like how to communicate. It says thoughtfulness, making
Yeah.
your spouse a priority. Like
Yeah.
putting, it's the idea of it's putting the thought into the gift, not so much like I just like when people buy me.
I
stuff.
don't like. Yeah, I like when people buy me things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then quality time. It says uninterrupted, focused conversations. One-on-one time is important.
Yeah. I got quality time and words of affirmation.
Yeah. Encouraging, affirming, appreciating, listening.
Yeah.
And then there's like acts of service, helping someone out, doing stuff like that. And then there's like the physical touch, you're touching, showing love. I feel like if you grow up like an Italian or like a Lebanese household and all that stuff, like you're used to like mom, grandma, the aunts, used to everyone loving you up.
Yeah.
To where like it's constant, hugging and like all that stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
and then like your cousins and, maybe sometimes with your dad, depends. It's like you're used to that physical touch. So like you feel loved in that way.
Yeah.
Whereas there's some people like that's not, it's like I gave my mother a firm handshake once.
Yeah.
And that was the most
And-
intimate moment I ever had.
And I mean,
And like the parents, they love them and they do all this great stuff for them and like they spend time
Just
with them.
families are different
But
how
it's
they show
just,
it, yeah.
they just don't have like, they don't show affection that way.
which is what's going to spawn what you seek in a partner is. I mean, it's directly correlated to. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's for both of them, but it usually ends up being your opposing gender parent. So like
Yeah.
our mom, Lauren's dad, whoever.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, but it's so it's like, there's a whole bunch of stuff with it, but I feel like for this time of year, like it's time to remember, like, it's not just about just buying people stuff just to buy them stuff. Oh, spending all this money or whatever. It's like, no, it's like, I love like the Christmas time. Like I love this time of year because it's the year where I turn off my Vince's cheap hat. I take it off and I put on thoughtful
Moneybags hat.
Moneybags hat. And I go, what can I spend? Because I love when I can get people things that I go, oh, they're going to love
Yeah.
this. Here's something funny. Well, I guess not funny, whatever, but this is how, in a way I was spoiled growing up. So when I was growing up, I'd have a list and I'd say, these are things I want. So my mom would make sure that I would get, those things on my list for Christmas. And then my dad, if he go shopping with her, his thing was like, he wanted to make sure that it looked like we had a ton of gifts.
Yeah.
So like, I may want an iPod and it costs like 10 of my younger brother's gifts because he'd want like 6 action figures or whatever.
Yeah.
But he'd be like, well, Vince has to get 6 gifts. So he would just get like 5 other random stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And my mom's
That's so
like, and
funny.
mom's like, that's not what he wants. And he's like, no, he's got to get, oh, this looks cool. Yeah, maybe he'll like this. But I'm opening it up and I'm just like, not even close.
That's so funny that like we could totally dive into the psychology of that.
Yeah.
Of like your dad, what is he projecting? That he wants you guys to feel like you're getting a million gifts. Did your dad have a very stripped Christmas? Low amount of gifts that now.
You know what? He always like, you say, all I got was a blue crayon for Christmas.
That honestly, there's probably some truth behind that. So he's probably like, he goes, my kids, the floor's gonna be full of gifts. I don't care if there's blue crayons in a box and that's all they get. There's gonna be a bunch.
But it's funny too, because like even his mom, my Nana, she's like that too, where she wants to make sure that everyone just gets like a ton of gifts. Yeah. You know? Whereas like but then here's the thing though. Then here's the conundrum. So you're a kid, right? You open up these gifts. If you get the gift that you want, you get that feeling. Oh my gosh, you know me, you accept me, you love me. Like this is I'm so happy that like, you know, you got me this thing because you know how much I like it. I feel so loved by you. But then you get these gifts and you open them up and you're just like, oh, cool. I got a X-Men action figure. And you're like, it's not that you don't like X-Men, you like them, but you're just like, when have I ever talked about X-Men? When have I ever gave any notion? When was I ever like, oh, that one looks cool? Wasn't on my list. And you're sitting there, but you're just like, well, you know, you can't be a spoiled brat.
Because then you're spoiled brat. And you're
spoiled brat.
Oh.
Yeah, so you got to be nice, respectful. Like, oh, this is great. You got the receipts though for this, right? Like,
you know, do you ever do that thing of when you get a gift that's less than validating, that's like just a kind of like an okay gift, and then audibly you'll say, oh, this is good because and then because Johnny just told me that he had one and now we'll both have one. Thank you.
Yeah, you spend all your time just trying to think of what you can do with this. Oh, I can't wait to listen to the radio when I'm taking a shower. I love to sing in the shower.
I was just saying this.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I have a radio shower. That'll be really great.
Thank you.
Oh, there's no bad. Okay, that's fine.
Well, good.
You still got the receipt, right? But you do that, and then like I said, so then we would want to return some of our gifts, and my dad would feel like, oh, what? Why do you do that? And it's like, it's not about the quantity. It's about I'd rather have one big gift than 1,000 little gifts of things that I'd never really wanted or I kind of like. That's just not how. Yeah. That's just not how I am. But it's funny when you see that. But like I said, you sound like a spoiled. You sound spoiled. Like you should just be happy. It's the thought that counts. Look, he went above and beyond. Yeah. He didn't just get just what he wanted. He got stuff that you didn't even want. It's like, yeah, I didn't want that.
I didn't want it. You're right.
I didn't want it. Now I just have this stuff. And I'm like, but if I return it, then I can buy things that I actually want.
Right. So thank you.
I can fulfill the rest of the list.
The prophecy.
Or whatever. But no, but it's you know, but you got to give them, I got to give them credit. But.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. We're relating the 5 love languages to gifts. That might be if mine's quality time and words of affirmation less than that. But the fact that I'm just like the time with Richie. You get to go out with me. There's your gift. Here we go. I pay.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. And a lot of times too, what happens is they say the best way to determine it is, or if you determine it in your spouse or girlfriend or whatever, or in yourself, is you got to see how they act towards other people. Like I said, with my wife, she gets very, very angry if I just like, oh, we got to get Johnny a gift. Okay. And I just like throw it in a bag, throw some tissue paper on top and go, here you go.
Bada boom.
She's like, no. Shit, it's got to be wrapped because you have to show it. It has to be good presentation. It's nice. And I'm thinking, well, why do you care?
Because they're putting she's putting herself in Johnny's shoes. I would want it this way. Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you start seeing stuff like that. Whereas like, you know, so then you see if there's someone that I really care about you. Yeah. Hey, let's go out to eat. You know, just us. Whereas if they go, oh, yeah, I'm bringing 20 people. I'm like, you don't love anyone.
I'm all right. I don't need to go.
You hate us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that's how you figure out, too, is you figure out, well, what do you, like, if you see someone and you want to show affection to them, like, you know, oh, I care about you. I like you. I love you, whatever. Family, friends, you name it.
Yeah.
What do you do? And that's usually how you want to be received.
I keep going back.
Treat others as you like to be treated type of situation.
I keep going back to that introverts, extroverts episode of that, of like, that's exactly it. Is when you think about it, hey, yeah, me and you'll go out. Yeah, I'll bring 20 other people. Oh, I can't think of a party that I've gone to in the last ever to where I didn't spend most of it with one person.
Yep.
And like I'll leave and we'll go for a walk.
Yep.
In a neighborhood. It'll be like a house. Like someone just had a thing for Halloween. And hey, and then I just went for a walk, neighborhood I'm not familiar with, and just because I got to talk to you. I just got to talk to you.
spend some
You got
one-on-one
one-on-one time. It's all loud in here. People are going to interject. How bad is it when you're having like a good conversation and someone interjects? Be like, hey, you gonna all set, all friended up right now.
Yeah, we're good.
I'll see.
We were just talking about.
It just blows my mind because that's so. You're really unraveling the onion. That's Richie.
I know. I love
it.
This is good. This is good. But yeah, I mean, that's how you kind of figure it out. Whereas like for me, it's not. But here's the thing though, like you can be a little bit of all of them. We might all be all of them, and that's like the secret. Is they're just like then you just pick one that you like more. Oh, this one sounds nice. But I feel like we're all because like I said. The gift part, right? Yeah. Why do I love Christmas? Like, oh, I can't wait. I'm going to get this person the thing that they wanted and they're going to be so happy. And like, you feel happier giving the gift instead of receiving one type of thing. Oh, well, Vince, maybe you're receiving gifts. I might be like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, cause you start thinking that way, but a lot of people are like that when you start kind of, oh, they're going to be so excited. They got the gifts. Maybe that's how you are. So it acts as service, doing something nice for someone, you know, what? I'd like someone to do something nice for me then, you know, but you don't want to say that. My love language is do nice things for me.
Do stuff for me.
Forcibly
saying
do things.
any of them is kind of the worst.
Quality time is like every single grandparent. Why don't you see me often? I'm seeing you right now, Grandma.
Aren't I?
What? You should see me more often. Is this all we're going to spend the time talking about? Because I'm not going to see you that much.
I'm going to see you less.
This is
I'll see you later. How about that?
So...
I was just gonna shoot.
But yeah, when you if you're at a party and you can just like, hey, you and me, we're gonna go walk and we're gonna talk about
I can't think of a time that hasn't happened for me. Like I don't oh man, that's so funny.
That was my favorite. You know what? As a kid, I hated it's not that I didn't like my birthday parties, but I just didn't like my birthday parties.
Yeah.
Nothing my parents could have did, nothing. I loved other people's birthday parties because I would go there, me and a friend, me and a cousin. Hey, while the attention is on the birthday boy or girl, let's go actually spend some quality time.
Right.
And let's hang out and let's play with whatever. Like that's better. I like that better than, okay, Vince, you can't leave because you got to open up all the presents while all your cousins walk away and play.
I'm having a bad
and the aunts and uncle and all the aunts are sitting around taking pictures and all the uncles are out doing their fun thing.
Yeah.
That's like, no, like I don't even want the gifts anymore. I don't want the gifts. It's great at the end because then, okay, well, I got all these presents, but it's like that to me was always like, hey, Billy, you and I, let's go. We're going to go hang out. Let's go do something. Oh, sweet. One-on-one time away from everyone else.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's the best. And then for us, our whole time was like, we have to plan how to get a sleepover. That way we can continue this one-on-one convo.
How do we plan to get
how do we convince the moms? You don't convince you can try convincing the dads, but then the dad gets yelled at by the mom and then you can't do
Dad has no power.
You have to convince the moms and you got to do it in front of all the moms. So that way, if your mom says no,
she's not fun.
Then all of a sudden the other mom's like, what? You can't have my kid over your house? What's wrong with what's wrong with my house? Maybe they can be at my house. No sleepovers. What's wrong with my house? I guess he can sleep over. True. Like it's a whole. Trust me, we had this psychology. We had this down to a science by the time we were 8 years old.
Yeah,
we knew and you got to do it at the last minute when everyone's like they don't have time to think. They're just trying to leave and they'll just say anything just to go. Like yeah, maybe. Can we sleep over tonight?
And then there'd be like a point where they'd be like about to give in, and they'll be like, well, how am I supposed to pick you up in the morning? Oh, I'll drop them off because the person hosting is always
the mom
hosting
person.
Is the be like, oh, I'll take care of it. It's always the one who has to leave the kid there that's opposed to it.
Yeah,
because it's where's my kid? Drive him around. Yeah, fine. You got all the kids here. You don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone can stay.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
and then because if you do it in the beginning. What do they always say?
Think about it. They're sober.
They say, "We'll see."
Yeah,
we'll see.
Nothing says
they
no.
Or they say, "No, you have clarinet practice tomorrow." Like that's when you get to do it at the very end after everyone's feeling good and the host is just trying to be the best host they can. It's a solid plan.
It's beautiful.
And then, but here's the problem though: if that doesn't work out, then you're like, crap. I spent all of our time planning this sleepover,
and
hoping that we could get it. So now I lost all that quality time.
Yep.
I can't win.
Heaven is on earth.
Yeah. But yeah, like you could do that. Hey, let's go away. Let's have some quality talk. And then you have you spend the night or you hang out longer. Okay, now we can continue on. Oh,
what is it about little kids that hate sleep? Why was I always cheering for a sleepover so we could stay up and not sleep at all? I don't know.
Wait. So what side are you at? Were you the kid that like went to bed early?
No,
or were you the
I
kid that
always
wanted
wanted
to stay up late?
sleepovers. Everyone wants sleepovers, including me. I don't know what was wrong with me. What is it about? Because, yeah, we'll spend all day planning. You could be hanging out right now and then get a good night's sleep. Didn't matter. I just want to be up late. I think it's because you get no privacy as a kid. So
Yeah.
we can really hang out 3 a.m.
Yes.
I'll be so tired. I'll be hallucinating in the morning. I don't care. I got to get away.
My parents will be asleep.
Yeah.
They'll be out. It's
gonna be
And
great.
as long as we're not too loud, the world is ours.
World is
The world is ours. We're finally free. No, man, I like growing up, like, okay, so for me, when I grew up, my parents, we could only sleep over at our cousin's house. My parents, even if they were good friends with my friends' parents, they would never allow us to sleep over there because they're like, I might be friends with him, but I don't know what happens if the uncle comes over.
Right.
Whatever. So, okay. So, but yeah, we used to spend the night at my cousin's house and they'd spend the night at ours all the time. And that was like, that was better than whatever gift you got.
Right.
It's well, Halloween's over, but like I was trying to think like, what was my favorite Halloween? Favorite Halloween was it went on a Friday. Cousins came over trick or treat. Hey, can they sleep over?
Oh,
They got to sleep
wow.
over. We chilled in the basement, ate our Halloween candy, watched the Fairly Odd Parents Halloween special.
That's the best
marathon.
thing I can think
Is
of.
that the best thing
That's
you've
the
ever
best
heard
day
of?
ever. That sounds
It was-
great right now.
It was great. I don't remember what costume I had on. I just remember I was like, that was prime. That was the best.
That was the best.
That was better than anything, because 2-hour trick or treat that goes away real quick. Okay, do the candy. Okay, we're gonna go home now. They sleep over. It's Friday. There's no school tomorrow.
Wow.
Okay. Oh wow. To spend your time eating candy, and by eating candy you eat 2 because you don't really like chocolate that much.
Right. I'm living my life.
Maybe a
wrong.
couple Skittles, but then you watch it. Oh, best. So Richie, in terms of for like the holidays now, what is your gift checklist? Like who do you usually have to get gifts for at this time of year?
Mine is so small. It's my mom, my dad, and my sister. And that's it.
Oh, okay.
My sister's gift might involve my brother-in-law, and that's it. Like, it's great. I'll like talk to people and they'll be like, well, I gotta buy it for my immediate family. And then I got 2 coworkers. We're doing gifts. This person's doing gifts. And then I got my cousin. I got to buy for my godfather and my godmother on separate sides of the family. And I can't forget their spouse. So like, why? And I'll get angry. I'll be like, why do these adults, and this is over years, for me would be like 21, 22. Why do these grown adults all expect a 21-year-old to spend $1,000 on, well, I'm Santa Claus this year, so I'm getting everyone everything. Be like, they should be mad that you bought them something.
Yeah.
That makes me mad that they're not mad.
Every nickel and dime counts.
Like, why would they go like, I don't know. I'm creating the situation now, but like,
It's for comedy.
mine's so small. I have
It's for
3
comedy.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's pretty much the larger one. Luckily for my brothers and sisters, because it used to be I have to buy a gift for each of them. And if, let's say I go, oh, my little brother, he's going to love this brand new video game. Now now it's a $60 limit or $60 minimum
Yeah.
for all the other ones. I can't be like, yeah, here you go. You got a brand new video game. Awesome. And then here's some socks.
Do you guys do a gift? You guys do where you pick a name out of a hat, right? And you
Now
get
we do-
somebody.
Yeah, now
Last
we
year
do
you got
Secret
Abby.
Santa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we do Secret Santa.
And then you have
So-
one person that you give a bigger thing for.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
who else are you buying for besides your parents and them?
So I'm obviously gonna get something for my wife.
Oh, right.
So I got my parents, wife's parents.
No. Well, that makes sense. Never
Yeah,
mind.
no, it
Okay,
makes
we're
sense.
good. We're good.
But you gotta remember
We're
too.
there.
Yeah.
I'm in the dog.
Then I got the Secret Santa thing,
Okay, so we got
Secret Santa, and then everyone decides, hey, let's all do White Elephant. So now I have White Elephant for my dad's side, my mom's side, and my wife's side. Then gifts for the godparents.
Man, you're exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm not
sucks.
lying. Yeah, I got gifts for the godparents. But it's just here's a little gift card, go see one movie type of thing. And then so my cousins, we're at a weird point right now because my cousins they're all having kids now, and they're inviting us to things.
Yeah.
Because we've always been close.
Right.
So since we're always close, hey, come to my kid's baptism. Great. Hey, come to my kid's birthday. Okay. Go to their birthday. So we start doing all that stuff, right? So now I got 3 babies that I gotta
No.
get gifts for.
I say
Now-
don't go.
Now they're babies, so you can kind of get whatever. And of course, my wife's all excited because she gets to buy little cute outfits and all that type of stuff. But it still counts as like, well, I want to feel like I'm not saying I'm obligated, I'm forced to, but I'm like that's part of my list of the gifts that I'm going to be giving.
Right.
Anyway, whether it's at gunpoint or not, like it's the gifts I'm going to be giving. So I got 3 of those kids, and then my brother-in-law. I want to give him something.
You know what I think? I think
Look at this. Look at that list. Jeez. Look at that list. I try to do a range, but majority of it
this is exactly what I said with the budget
Everything.
and everything.
Everything.
Man, I called it.
You did. You did.
You know what we should do? Me, you, we just get a couple tanks worth full of gas and we just start driving. We just leave this all behind.
Just walk
Me,
away.
you.
I like to buy for these people. I
Yeah.
love to buy for these people, but still, it's a lot of people. I am not buying you or Jarrett or any of my friends
I'm gonna get angry if you
a
do.
gift.
Yeah.
You're not getting a gift. I don't buy for friends.
No.
I'm a grown man. You're a grown man.
What are you
You,
gonna-
buy your own damn
What are you gonna
gifts.
buy me?
I will buy my cousin's 1-year-old a gift. I'm not buying Chad from accounting. Hey, I got you a little something. Let's do a little gift exchange. No.
What are we doing here, Chad?
What are we?
What is this?
I am not.
What do you think's going on between us?
I'm not hitting on you, Chad.
No.
I don't want that sexual harassment.
Have we ever
lawsuit.
hung out?
It's not working. I'm just not doing it.
No.
You know, I'm not doing any of that. I'm not getting a gift for Bobby across the street. Oh, well, Bobby's so nice. Okay, Bobby can go buy his own presents. Like
The guy at the cubicle next to me, I got him a chocolate pretzel. Why?
now, and
Nothing.
I think part of it too is I think it's guys. I think guys just don't buy gifts for other guy friends.
Right.
And if you do, you need some sort of female girlfriend. You need something. You're not spending your money wisely.
Yeah.
If you're buying, hey, I just got you this, like
don't-
it better be a gag gift, as in like, hey, can you even believe I bought you this?
Yeah, it should be ironic, or it should I'm trying to
It should
even
be
think.
something of just like he's gonna throw it away later because it's a garbage.
Yeah, because at that point then you're saying, oh, indirectly or not, you're saying, oh, you didn't buy me anything. No, I didn't.
Because I'm a grown ass man and you should be grown ass too.
We're friends. You see my list?
Yeah.
You're not on it.
Yes.
I'm not checking you twice.
Even if I had 0 people on that list.
No.
No.
It's,
Don't you dare get me a gift.
don't give me a gift. I don't want it.
But now, gotta throw my wife under the bus again. Like and I think this is another reason for her love of giving gifts is because she's like, well, I gotta give gifts to this person and this person at work and this person. We do a little gift exchange, and they bought me this little scented candle, so I gotta go out and buy them a Ferrari, and I gotta do all this type of stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that.
What are you doing?
Like she does it. She buys a gift. And like I said, she keeps it all wrapped. She wants the gift and she likes that. And I think that's the reason why it's her love language. But I'm just like, I'm not buying gifts for my friends. Like I don't think guys do that.
Well,
I don't think guys should do that.
I just don't think if we're speaking broad paint, guys aren't as warm as far as aren't as caring, especially to other guys. They have a very narrow spectrum of who they care for. The people who birthed me, and then my spouse, the partner who I decide to spend with.
It's the person who birthed me and the person who's going to birth my children. That's it.
Just continue the link.
That's it. That's about as far as you go for
Who am I
gifts.
romantically invested in, and who brought me on Earth?
Yes.
And that's all I got.
That's all you
I'm
get.
at capacity for caring.
At most, we're at a bar and I don't want to figure out the dividing and the check. I just go, hey, this one's on me. Nah, go screw yourself.
Right.
I'm going to buy it. That's it. That's all you get.
That's nice. That's it. You know what? Sometimes I'll just feel, you know what? First one's on me. Because I'm just glad you came out.
Yeah.
Quality time.
Quality time.
Love language.
I value the quality time so much that, hey, you know what? The dinner's on me. Because I know that
I just wanted you to come.
This means more to me than you.
Yeah.
So we're going to make this work. But it's true. I'm not getting it a little, we got to all sit down and have dinner on December 18th because we're all going to get together and get gifts. I ain't doing that.
No.
It's not
I'm
happening.
busy. You're not on the list.
It's not happening. I think it's a guy thing too. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's almost, to me, it's almost an insult. Like, hey, I got you this stapler. You think I can't afford my own stapler?
It becomes.
What are you trying to say? You
immediately-
trying to say I'm broke?
Ego immediately goes through. What do you say? Now I got more responsibility. Now I gotta give you a stapler, or what? You don't think I can afford my own stapler?
Yeah.
What do you think's happening here? It immediately goes
We're not
hostile.
making out. Like it's not gonna happen. What kind of? What's
You're
your
not
end
in my
game?
Christmas card. I'm not sending a picture of me and you at the office
Yeah.
to my family. So no, you don't get a gift.
It's not working.
You didn't make the Christmas card. No.
You're not.
No.
Everybody else.
My cat got a gift.
She got some treats.
I put a little bow tie on her. He's adorable.
She was gonna get treats anyway because she ran out. But I decided to put it in a little thing I want her to work for. I don't want her to think that, money grows on trees.
My cat's love language is gift giving. So I like to put a little stocking with her name on it. Buttons.
Buttons loves a gift. That's what she gets. She gets what she gets.
Buttons got a new tie, some treats, and a pack of Marble Lights. Couple scratch off lotteries.
Yes. My fur baby gets it. She gets the gift.
And that's the true meaning of Arbor Day, if we could really sum it up.
Yeah. When it comes to Flag Day, gotta think of it.
You gotta think of yourself first.